So let's start delving into what these freaks are doing and how they've run and destroyed this place, and continue to do so because people aren't aware of it. The Kundalini is this fucking spark, this serpent, this fucking electrical bolt that runs up their fucking spine. Let's see how it happens. The Kundalini dwells within the electrons. It's an important word here, right? It's an important word. The sages meditate on the Kundalini. Devotees adore the worship of their Kundalini in their homes of perfection. So, in other words, these are freaks that go off into their fucking head. When the solar and lunar atoms unite, so here we have the sun and the moon, right? And the big electron, which is Saturn, remember? That's their 369. We drink the nectar of our immortality because the Kundalini has awoken. The solar and lunar atoms unite in the Triveni. That's that little nerve that's on your tailbone that they fucking rub when they're sticking their dick up your ass. It is located near the coccyx, your tailbone. Then, by the way of electric induction, union of these atoms awakens the Kundalini. It fires a bolt up your fucking spine to your head. It fires both sides of your brain at once, like deja vu. There's an arc that goes over the top. These freaks go into this form of reality, and when they come back, they bring their ideas of that reality into this one, which makes this one not real good, because going into this form of meditation by way of getting a dick stuck up your ass, you know the two fingers you always see Jesus waving around? Well, his are always up. I'll show you the picture of the one where they're down. That's where you're going up the ass. But it's still the same. It's still bringing a fictional world into this one, which just fucks it all up. But, and I don't believe Jesus was ever giving it up to yin yang. They put that there. But it's just showing you which way the currents is flowing. The two fingers that you see in these pictures, even the Boy Scouts, remember the Boy Scouts? That's the space between your dick and your asshole. Sorry to be gross, but this is how it works. Okay? Or between a woman's vagina and her asshole. Okay? So, we know that the Kundalini dwells in the electrons. We know here that they adore it. They worship it. When the solar, what is the solar? That's sun, solar. Luna is moon. Okay? So what the sun is the big electron is a 3. The sun is a 6, and the moon is a 9 on the Kabbalistic tree, right? So there's your 369. And then you got this cunt right here talking about how great it is. Let's listen.
I think we're part of a greater wisdom than we will ever understand. A higher order. Call it what you want. You know what I call it? The big electron. The big electron. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, it is whoa. In case you didn't know, whoa is a big word for not really good.
It doesn't punish. It doesn't reward. It doesn't judge at all. It just is. And so are we. For a little while.
So in order to see the big electron, you gotta let somebody fucking stick their fucking yoo-hoo up your yahoo, right? That's how it works. And we're supposed to believe this is a good thing. Let me tell you where these yahoos exist. Oh, this is great. Hang on, I gotta bring that up. So we know that they're doing the namby-pamby, the Phoenician pirate. Remember George Harrison? I want to be a pirate. He wanted to have a jack that was black and white and run it up your mast. You remember that story? Okay, so this is great. This is off Alex Jones. Listen.
In Washington, in other hidden sites around the nation, there is a world so secret, insiders call it black.
So insiders call it black, okay?
because no light shines in to reveal what is hidden there.
No light shines in. So let me ask you a question. Where is the one place where the sun don't shine? What do you think?
A world of super secret defense and intelligence programs. Black programs.
Black programs.
Hundreds of thousands of people work in this shadowy world, pass their lives in black programs.
Before he died.
In black programs. So, again, I ask you, where is it where people use the phrase where the sun don't shine? And it's dark, and there's hundreds of thousands of people that work there. What do you think? Because they're referring to up your ass. That mindset. That mindset. Do you understand? It's those people that are in government and in places of powers of positions that have been practicing this shit going back to the beginning of time. And when you link into that, see, everybody thinks that this thing is like some big thing. It's not. It's these little tiny things that reside. You know, they always tell you the devil smells like sulfur. It's because it's in the intestinal lining. When you do this, to the best of my understanding, when your brain fires like that, you get in, your mind gets in league with these things, which are very tiny, by the way. Okay? They're very tiny. They're archons. They're very tiny, but there's a gazillion of them. And so you become part of a hive mind. And so once you activate that, you're part of the club, and you can't unactivate it. And if you notice these people that get into this stuff, they always have this weird far off look, like they're not really part of this reality, and when they're in powers of positions, the shit they do is insane. This is the whole basis for the secret societies. Hitler did it. What do you think the lightning bolts on the SS? The SS was 2 lightning bolts. I'm assuming one went up, one went down. I told you, it's a big fuck job. It's just a really disgusting one. And if this is how they tell you you're going to reach heaven, by getting a dick up their ass, I ain't moving, I ain't leaving, I ain't going nowhere. It's bullshit. Once you lock into these things, you can't get out. And so all of these people that you see, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, all of these motherfuckers that are in power, they can't get there unless they're part of the club. All the rappers you see, all of them had to go up to the altar, bend over, drop their fucking pants, or take off their fucking ceremonial robe, and have some guy come in and fuck them. And once you do that, you're part of the club. And once you're part of the club, you get all the perks. But the reality of it is this disgusting act that you have to go through. So let's look again on the Kabbalistic tree. Here's an electron. Here's the sun. Here's the moon. They adore and worship the Kundalini. They live for this. There's nothing else more important because it represents the woman. I can get that later, but here, let me just show you this so that we're all on the same page. So looking here, this is the Kabbalistic tree. You notice it's in the shape of the bell. You see it? Right there. This is Saturn. That's your 3, right? Here's the sun. That's the 6. And here's the moon. That's the 9. So it goes up like this, bing, and it goes off over here. This is supposed to be an empty spot. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. If you can see, if you can blow that up, there's your 3, Saturn. There's your 6, the sun. And there's your 9, the moon. Here's your yellow and your purple we keep seeing. So there's your 3, 6, 9 that we're seeing here. Saturn's the big electron. 3, 6, 9. Let's look here. When the solar and lunar atoms unite, we drink the nectar of immortality. Oh, really? Is that what that is? Oh, so you get immortality, huh? So is this not life extension? Is this not what it's all about? Yeah, because you're linking in with the fucking hive mind, so that when your body dies, your mind jumps into one of them fucking things. The only problem is that those things hate humanity. You understand the gig here now? What you're dealing with? You're dealing with people that their head is somewhere else, and they're running this planet, and they don't care about people. They want to kill people. They want to kill them so they can repopulate it with everybody that's doing the same thing. It's like a fucking virus. These are little tiny things. They live in the intestines. The archons are little tiny things. They're part of this whole. Ugh. That's why everything here is associated with the ass and shit and toilet, because that's the route you have to take to get there. Okay? Here, let's see. Let's just see where did we see that in the film? So in the movie The Shawshank Redemption, if you remember that movie, the guy did what? Well, he escaped from the prison, which is supposed to be you inside yourself, through the sewer pipe, which is up somebody's ass, to the fucking top of the skull in your brain, where you connect to these fucking archons. Let's watch. You know, it's a picture of a woman on the wall. It's a picture of the woman on the wall because that's who they're doing it for. They're doing it for her because she's the one that reaps the rewards. And once you do this, you're tricked and you're fucked. So just so you know, he has to climb through a sewer pipe, and I believe it's, what, 300 yards, they said, or something? Now notice on the third one, he breaks into the sewer pipe.
Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of shit-smelling foulness I can't even imagine. Or maybe I just don't want to. 500 yards. That's the length of 5 football fields.
Notice all the electricity going on there? See all the electricity going on there? What are we dealing with here? Electrons.
500 yards.
See, that's what's supposed to be going on in your head.
That's the length of 5 football fields. Just shy of half a mile.
So isn't that what a touching story? The way they slip in their perversion. And this word here, immortal, should really be immoral, because that's what they're doing. It's bullshit. And this is the reality of what's going on. I'll explain more of this later. But this is just so you know. It's all about power, like I told you. But it's a perversion. The archons are the little bastards behind all of this stuff. The Jews carried the ark. They carry those things with them. We'll get to that later, but for right now, just so you understand, I'm not taking a dick up the ass so I can escape. That is a fucking trap, is what that is. But they revel in it, so let them revel in it.